Welcome to Wild Things. I'm Miss Holly. Ready to hit the trail? Me too. Let's go. Good morning. We're at Whatcom Falls Park and on a really lovely, kind of misty, foggy fall day. We're going to talk about leaves today, and what better place than right here. Right. Hannah, I see you got a leaf there. It's a pretty big leaf.
It's almost as big as my head.
Oh man, nice work. Can you find one way bigger than your head? That's our beautiful big leaf maple. Look at those big leaves. Let's see. Is that one as big as your head? Yes. Look at all the leaves we found. We found leaves that are simple, that look like that. They're just one leaf attached to branches. All three of these leaves are called a simple leaf. Just one. These are called, the shape of these leaves is palmate. Can you see why? The veins all radiate from a central point. And if you spread out your hand, it looks just like the fingers on your hand. This one is also palmate. And so is this one. Isn't it funny how they kind of look different, yet similar? And then there's these. Whoa. These are pinnate, which means that they have little leaflets that are branching off of one little stem, but they're still all part of each other. That's called leaflets. That's from a rose. Ferns do that. This is red elderberry, excuse me. And right here, these are some really fancy leaves. Douglas fir needles are leaves too, and so is the cedar. These are really scaly when you touch them, and these have long, pokey needles. Here's some needles from a pine. See how they're in a little bundle? That's how you can tell they're from a pine. These are leaves too. So these are both leaves. One came from a deciduous tree. This one. These are what deciduous means. A plant that loses its leaves in the fall. And an evergreen, which the cedar is, will keep its green leaves all winter long. Still leaves, scaly, stiffer. These, see how crunchy those are in this time of year? Those are soft. But pokey. Look at all the scales on those. A leaf is a food factory for the plant that it grows on. Plants are so cool in that they can make their own food. So let's see how it works. Can you look at this leaf up close? These two. So here's a green leaf that clearly inside there is a whole bunch of tiny little chloroplasts, which is like a tiny little piece of a cell. And inside every plant cell has chloroplasts with a thing called chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is green and it absorbs sun energy. Now, when a sun energy is not so strong, the chlorophyll kind of fades into the leaves. Look at all the other colors coming through. As the chlorophyll gets absorbed back through the stem, the yellows and the oranges and golds and reds come out. They've always been there hiding underneath those chloroplasts, but the chloroplasts were doing the work of making food for the tree or the shrub or the plant of some kind. Look behind you. It's so messy. Look at all these leaves. Oh my gosh. So why is leaf litter so important to a forest? Look at all of the leaves on the ground. So, all of these leaves are on their way to decomposing. There's some fungus that grows on them. Slugs like to eat them. Squirrels like to use them inside their nests. Leaf litter is an important part of the forest because it adds nutrients right back down to the tree. So as it decomposes, it turns it into kind of like compost for a forest. So it's nice to leave leaf litter around your trees or not right up close, right next to you. Do you see how the Parks Department had left a little teeny area? But, and sometimes they're just really fun to jump in. But the leaf litter is homes for lots of insects, millipedes, all kinds of invertebrates, salamanders, ants. A lot of animals like to use this open space. They curl up in them to make homes. There's certain species of insects that wrap them around and overwinter way down on the bottom of the leaf litter. So it's just a really important thing to have for forests, even in our parks. Look at what's inside the leaf litter. I just pulled it back and there was like a spider that ran off. And often you find those little roly-polies in there. But look at how like that leaf has been there a while. Oh, and look what's gonna grow there. That's a helicopter. Oh, there's some slugs on there too. Lots of life in here. Whoa, it's a little bit slimy. Ooh. Oh, I see castings from earthworms too.
So I've been looking through this book for finding inspiration to make my own leaf art. And we've collected a ton of different kinds of leaves from all over the park and from our homes and places that we visit. And now I'm going to make a piece of my own art.